Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your love reading for the week of February 22nd through February 28th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Today is February 22nd, so we've got the 222 energy here in the house. Actually, you know, the energy is always there, but it's a little heightened for today and kind of moving forward. Also, we have the portal that for some of you may be kind of coming, the energy may be kind of waning, because we have that portal that for some of you, I'll actually link that, the 2-2 energy portal, February 2nd energy portal. And for some of you today, you're going to start noticing that some of that energy, which was heightened from the 2nd of February through here, the 22nd of February, may be kind of doling down a little bit. So some of you might be noticing that also. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and get into your love reading. As you can see, I have already kind of pre-drawn the cards. This was the cards that came out during the pre-draw when I meditated and kind of worked with the cards, or some of the cards. But this spread came through, or these cards came out, and Spirit kind of indicated that these were the ones that were for you, Aquarius, for your love reading today. So we may pick a couple more for clarification. We're going to see here, but let's get into it. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, so wow, you've got double fives here at the top. Okay, so you have the 5 of Swords coming through here. You have the Fool, and you have the 5 of Wands. So let's look at this now. Some of you, as far as love goes, you had potentially been feeling as if there was some deceit, there was some potential trickery going on in love, maybe stuff going on behind your back, stuff that you weren't super excited about. This could be within a past relationship or within a current relationship, Aquarius. But now you've got this full energy coming in here, mixing with that 5 of Swords energy. And this is a new beginning. So some of you have really been noticing that potentially some of the relationship dynamics, potentially patterns that you maybe run in relationships, may have some, you know, deceit. Maybe they're not up and up. Maybe they're not always loyal. Maybe they're not always faithful. Maybe they're not always telling the truth or truthful, right? So some of you may be moving into this place with that full energy of really looking at things and ready for kind of something new to shift those dynamics to maybe, you know, and that doesn't always mean that it's time, if you're in a relationship, to end a relationship, but it may be time to have a very for some of you, difficult conversation about what is going to work going forward and what may not any longer work for you going forward. So looking for kind of a new beginning. For others of you, you know, you've noticed this kind of energy and you're ready to step out of that and take a leap into something else with somebody new, maybe somebody who is completely opposite than what you have always kind of been with, because your double fives coming in here, this 5-5 energy may be something big for you during this time, Aquarius. 5-5, 5-5-5 kind of energy. And but there's change on the horizon, there's changes within love, within relationship. So, you know, be aware of that. Again, it could be, for some of you, the words ultimatum are coming through. So that may be you, Aquarius, that is giving somebody that you're currently in relationship with, or that you're kind of pending, interesting word, pending in relationship with, kind of an ultimatum. Or it might be somebody doing that, giving you kind of an ultimatum within relationship, Aquarius, and or within pre or pending relationship. Because sometimes, you know, we meet somebody, we kind of start to get to know somebody, we begin thinking about, talking about, discussing, maybe getting into spaces, places, interludes, if you will, of kind of a relationship, kind of pre-relationship kind of stuff. But there's things that are holding maybe you or them back from actually getting into a full-blown relationship, situationship, entanglement, however that may be, that may come through as well, that potentially need to have a conversation as well, or negotiations or compromise or whatever it is. But now you also have the Five of Wands, which we talked about. Now look at this Fool energy is turning its back on conflict. Okay, so many of you are going to be turning your back on conflict as far as love goes. Now, okay, this can go either way, or there's many different things, right? Little spats, little, disagreements, little compromises, little misunderstandings are one thing, Aquarius. And often those can be healthy, can help us to learn about our partners, our interests, our romantic interests, or platonic friendships, whatever. We can tend to begin to understand each other. And sometimes even those little spats, and sometimes even bigger ones, can actually get us into kind of below surface level, into a deeper level of understanding, connection, knowledge, learning about each other. Okay, but for many of you, those big conflicts, the big deal breaker conflicts, you're actually going to be using that full energy and turning away from that. That's not going to work for you anymore. You're not going to settle for that anymore. That's a deal breaker now. Anything that has to do with this as well, Aquarius. So many of you are moving into kind of a power hour energy as far as love goes, really taking your power back, deciding, turning away from conflicts, turning away from things that are deal breakers. And that looks good on you, Aquarius. So do know that. Okay, now, wow, look at this. This is super interesting. So you have the moon, the sun, and the Six of Cups. So for some of you, there's some confusion with this moon energy, feeling a little bit confused about love, about the relationship, about friendships, about, romantic, platonic, whatever it may be. There may be a little bit of confusion. And for some of you, it's because with, this top row, this Five of Swords, this Fool, and this Five of Wands, for some of you, you're not really sure what the true story is. You're not really sure what's truly going on here, okay? And or for some of you, maybe you're not actually seeing the red flags, which is interesting because within the sun is kind of almost this red flag energy. Now, that's not what's coming through here, but within that, but you also have the duality. You have the night and the day, the morning, the night. You have that moon energy, that kind of confused energy for some, and then you have this bold, bright, shining the light on things, right? Now, the moon also does that. So, Aquarius, some of you are having a little bit of confusion. Some of you aren't really seeing the red flags, or seeing, kind of that energy of that Five of Swords, or maybe some of you aren't really ready to turn your back fully on that kind of conflict or what may be happening. So know that that's coming through. For those of you that are feeling that, that's okay. We get into those spaces and we can open up and gain that clarity. Okay, that sun energy is really, really coming through. Now, again, there, for some of you, you're not seeing those red flags. Isn't that interesting that that came through on the sun card from the moon? It's like it flowed right over that, the insights and the message that came through. It's like it flowed right from this into that, which could be or is coming through in this reading as a red flag. Although that sun card energy isn't coming through that way as confusion, or that moon, it's not like flowing through that way. Hopefully you get what I'm putting out here, Aquarius. But that sun energy is, some of you are really working to move into kind of that shining the light, whether that's through that moonlight, which is very illuminating, very beautiful, almost romantic lighting, or, that bright, bold lighting. Some of you are ready to shine that light on kind of what is going on, what you're willing to take, what you're not willing to take, what are deal breakers, okay? Now, also, some of you may be having somebody or something, a situation come in from the past. There's some memories, some nostalgia that's coming up for some of you. This could be, really moving back into a space, into a time potentially where some of you were feeling like the heightened amount, or within a relationship, of actual true kind of love or chemistry, or even for some of you, lust is coming through here, because not everybody's looking for this full on long-term relationship or romance. Some people are just really looking for, kind of that I don't know why. I'm going to say this, and some of you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about here. That, what is the character's name? The show How I Met Your Mother, the Barney guy. That's some of us really are, and I'm saying us because it could be any or all, right? We're all individuals. We're all looking for different things here at Christ, but some are really looking for it, kind of just that wild, unbridled energy, that romance or that lust or that sexuality, that sensuality, whatever. Something is coming through that is reminding you of something that either was like this full on fairy tale love energy, or this energy of kind of this unbridled wild energy. For some it may have been a one night stand, but for others it could be this very big beautiful romance fairy tale energy, like almost high school sweethearts energy, right? But there is something that's coming from the past. It could be the memories, it could be nostalgia, but it could also be somebody that is, whoa, whoa, coming in here, of course. Now look at this. It could be a King of Wands energy. That King of Wands energy is coming in strong with that fire energy, that passion energy, that energy of really kind of having this, yeah, okay, it could Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wow, King of Wands energy coming through here. Now, for some reason, this King of Wands energy is coming through here, Aquarius, with this energy of kind of being a player, okay? Kind of being a player. I don't know how this fits with the rest of the reading. It'll resonate for you, for those of you that does, and that may be where this Five of Swords and this Five of Wands energy is coming through with that Fool. Some of you are deciding to, turn your back on that, even though there may be some nostalgia. Some of you aren't seeing those red flags yet for that, but this Five of or King of Wands energy is coming through with kind of this player energy. So this passionate energy, but not passionate to hold on. Maybe that's where that Barney energy is coming through here too, to hold on to one, or to be like focused on one, but kind of spreading the love. So there's that. Now also, for some of you, you have this Wheel of Fortune. It looks like there is a potential that this King of Wands is looking at leaving a karmic, and potentially coming back towards you here, Aquarius, with this Queen of Wands energy. So know that this King of Wands energy, again, it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be somebody who is very passionate but kind of gets around, kind of an F boy or girl, right? Energy coming through here. It's not about the gender, it's about the energy, right? Kind of an F person, if you will. Energy coming through with this King of Wands, passionate but really loves to spread the love around. But it looks like they may be leaving a karmic, letting go of a karmic to come back towards you, Aquarius. So that is a decision. Now that may be where that nostalgia is. It may be that they've already kind of started. For some of you, you might have children together, because there is some kind of a connection where they may have been kind of calling you, or you may have been at something like a school event or something like that. And that doesn't have to be, but where they may have been saying things or talking about things or doing little flirtations or bringing up past memories, where they may be coming back up in your mind. In this is coming through as the Queen of Swords energy. Again, non-gender specific, it's about the energy, but Swords energy is your energy, Aquarius, that is coming through here. This may be where all of this kind of confusion and or turning your back on certain conflict, this karmic may actually be coming to, feels that they are, that this King of Wands is trying to walk away from them, and kind of feels that they're being pulled back towards you. This could be soulmate or twin flame energy, more twin flame energy, but Aquarius, this karmic may be feeling that, and there may be that conflict coming through, and or they may be saying things or whatever, because they're feeling that pull from that King of Wands energy. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius doesn't have to be, but more towards you, and they feel that they're getting ready to leave, coming back towards you. Wow, Aquarius, this is going to be big. Okay, now we have these three over here coming through. Now, isn't that interesting? So there's also a King of Cups that may be coming through. This is somebody who is very open with their emotions, very open to sharing things. This is somebody who's looking for a relationship. This is somebody who is looking for something long term, who is definitely interested in you here, Aquarius. And this could be Pisces, Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. Again, it's about the energy. It's not about the gender, but there could be a King of Cups coming towards you as well, Aquarius. So you have two potentials. Okay. This King of Cups energy is very much opposite of this King of Wands energy. So keep that in mind here, Aquarius. Again, for some of you, this nostalgia, this Six of Cups energy, it feels like this is more towards that King of Wands energy, and this King of Cups energy is somebody new coming in. Okay, now I'm not one to generally do a lot with or think too much into like X-backs or whatever, but we do know that that happens. We do know that people, you know, runners and chasers or twin flames or whatever, however it resonates, that people, we had a connection with somebody at one time, and sometimes it feels like a good idea to go back and be connected in that way again, or we're in a different place, a different chapter, a different kind of season within our life, and we realize, right? I know lots and lots of people who were together when they were younger, and then as they're older, like things didn't work out, they went separate ways and whatever, and now as they're older they have reconnected and remarried. I know lots of couples like that, right? And it doesn't matter what age group you're in here, Aquarius, whether you are in that younger bracket or that older bracket. I mean, people can come back together in different areas of your life. It could be your grandparents, it could be your older family friends, it could be younger people. It doesn't really matter, but the point is that people do come back together, sometimes in different seasons, different places of their life. Okay, so you know, that doesn't always mean that this is just, oh, that ex came back or whatever, but really pay attention to what you're thinking, how you're feeling, kind of where you are within your own life within this, Aquarius. Okay, this King of Cups is coming in, though. This is feeling like a new energy, so somebody new coming in. For those of you that are in relationship and that this stuff here, you know, the turning your back on, this probably doesn't or may not resonate for you, so it's not for you. That part isn't for you. But for some of you, there may be somebody very open and who is willing to do the work, who is willing to be there, this King of Cups energy coming in. And with that, you have that Two of Cups energy, which is amazing. This is, you know, a partnership. This is a connection. This is harmony, Aquarius. So for those of you that are, you know, wanting already to turn your back on that conflict, not looking for kind of that F-boy energy, if that resonates with you, or F-girl energy, that F-person energy, you're ready to turn your back, you're ready for a new beginning, this King of Cups is going to be it. With that Two of Cups, there's a lot of emotions here, but not only that, Aquarius, you move into that Ten of Cups energy. Wow, wow, wow. This is happy family, happily home energy, Aquarius. So if you are wondering if you have already kind of started noticing this energy of the King of Wands, for those of you that this may be somebody coming back, do know that there is another option, and this other option may be a better bet. Of course, that's always up to you, okay? This, I mean, if the King of Wands is actually leaving a karmic to come back to you, Aquarius, I don't know. For me, I would kind of question that and see if that was really, you know, it may just be that then you're the front and the karmic's the side or whatever. Not that you're the side. I'm not putting that out there, Aquarius, but I would pay attention to kind of that energy. But you do have something new coming in here. This King of Cups, this is a union. This is a divine union is what's coming through here, and it does lead to a happy family, happy home. Whether you already have you know, children, or you don't have children, whatever it may be, there is that cohesion coming in, and that is coming in through or within that partnership, that harmony, that connection with the King of Cups. What you decide to do with the King of Wands is up to you. It's not really coming through as far as any further with that King of Wands, just that that King of Wands may potentially be leaving a karmic to come back to you, Aquarius. But it does feel like the King of Wands is the one that there is more of this conflict and this kind of deception, this past that's coming back, right? That doesn't feel like it. So you already know a little bit potentially about what to expect. people can change, Aquarius. So if you're ready to give somebody the second chance or the benefit of the doubt, that is, you do you, okay? You do you. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. This is a big reading, Aquarius. This one kind of blew my mind, or is blowing my mind. The fact that it's pretty clear, but it's a huge message for those of you that are kind of, I don't know, for some reason the word limbo is in mind here, and or in kind of pending relationship or romance. This, right, if you're pending or waiting for this King of Wands energy to leave that karmic and come back, that may just be happening for you, but you also have this potential for this King of Cups to come in that could actually be the real deal, Aquarius. So really, really think about the choices and the decisions that you're making, especially if there's children involved. Be clear on kind of who you're bringing in. And anyway, I digress. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.